Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. Today, we're diving into something absolutely crucial, building your digital home base. In today's world, having a website is literally like owning your own piece of prime real estate on the internet. It's the one place you control 100%. So we're going to explore how to build this home base lightning fast using an incredible AI tool called Google Stitch. It is a total game changer for how we approach UI creation.
Because think about it, we spend so much time building our presence on social media, right? Instagram, TikTok, you name it. But at the end of the day, that's rented land. You're completely at the mercy of their algorithms. One tiny update overnight and boom, your visibility tanks. Your website, though, that is your territory. It gives you this empowering stability. You set the rules, you control the exact user experience, and you decide exactly what your audience sees first.
Okay, let's dive right into this with Step 1, Design with AI Prompts.
So the first step in reclaiming your digital territory is actually building it. And listen, we are leaving those frustrating, clunky drag-and-drop builders completely in the rearview mirror. We're stepping straight into the era of AI. If you haven't played with it yet, Google Stitch is this wild experimental AI-powered UI design tool straight from Google Labs. It's basically a magical text-to-UI solution. Instead of endless clicking, dragging boxes around, and wrestling with margins, you literally just type out a text description of what you want. And Stitch, it instantly generates a complete, functional visual interface. It's pretty mind-blowing.
To give you an idea, here's a perfect example of how you start. You hop onto the Google Stitch experiment page and just write a prompt like, a clean, modern portfolio website for a freelance photographer. Include a main hero image, a section for services, and a contact form with a black and white color scheme. See how specific that is? You're giving the AI exact parameters. Starting with a crystal clear idea like this is going to save you so many rounds of tweaking later on.
But, even if it's not absolutely perfect on the first try, you just enter this rapid iteration process. You don't have to settle for that very first output. You can use the interactive chat in Stitch to tweak the design just by having a conversation with it. You just type, hey, change the main button color to blue, or use a more minimal font. You can also use theme selectors to totally shift the vibe, or tell it to generate multiple variants. It lets you quickly explore entirely different layouts without manually redesigning a single thing. So easy.
Moving right along to Step 2, the foundation.
Because here's the thing. Even with all this immense AI power at your fingertips, the golden rule of web design hasn't changed. A simple structure is always best. You really don't need a sprawling 30-page maze. You just need a rock-solid foundation. Just remember the rule of threes. For your first site, you truly only need 3 essential pages. First up, the homepage. This is your primary landing spot, so prompt Stitch for a strong headline, your main offer, and a clear call to action, like hire me. Next, the About page. Tell your story. Prompted for a bio section, your mission statement, and a clean layout for a professional headshot. And finally, the contact page. Keep it simple. Generate a clean form, drop in your email, and maybe add a prominent WhatsApp link so folks can reach you without any friction.
Which brings us to Step 3, ensure instant clarity.
Before we even think about rushing into the code, we need to talk about clarity. A beautifully generated design means absolutely nothing if it doesn't serve its core purpose. When someone lands on your site, they need the answers to 3 critical questions instantly. Number 1, who are you? Your brand or name has to be super obvious. Number 2, what do you offer? That service list needs to be front and center. And number 3, how can I get it? That is exactly where those clear call to action buttons come into play. If your new AI design is hiding any of these answers, well, it's just not doing its job.
So, the crucial point here is the 5-second rule. This is literally the golden rule of the web. If a friend looks at your homepage and cannot figure out your website's exact purpose in 5 seconds or less, you need to march right back to Stitch and ask it to regenerate or refine the layout. Don't compromise here, guys. 5 seconds is all you get to make an impression.
All right, let's move to Step 4 and see how this actually builds. Time to prepare for development and testing.
This is where Google Stitch really shows off, because it acts as a seamless bridge between your visual design and actual live code. It doesn't just hand you a pretty mock-up. So here's your rapid-fire final checklist. First, do a mobile first check. Stitch automatically generates the UI for both web and mobile, but always double-check that smartphone layout to make sure it's clean and readable. Next, export. You can actually export the front-end code, the HTML, CSS, and JS, right out of the tool. That's your foundation. Or if you want, paste it straight into Figma for more professional tweaking. Finally, launch and test. Get that code hosted, share the live link with 5 people, and put that 5-second rule to a real-world test.
If you take anything away today, I want you to adopt this quick mindset for AI design.
Prompt, polish, publish. A clear, functional website interface that is generated by Stitch and actually launched today is infinitely better than some perfect website that never sees the light of day. Get it out there. You've got total control to update your design and tweak the code later. So, I want to leave you with this final thought. Take a hard look at your current digital presence right now. Your social links, your existing site, whatever you've got set up. If a friend looked at it right this second, would they honestly understand exactly what you do and how to hire you in 5 seconds? If your answer is no, or even, maybe, then it is time to claim your territory. Open up Google Stitch, fire off that first prompt, and take control of your digital home base today. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.